Let's talk about risk. Yes sir, let's talk about it. Let's talk about risk to reward. Let's talk about the opportunities. Let's talk about the 1:2 risk to reward, 1:3, 1:4 risk to reward. But more importantly, let's talk about 1:2 risk to reward and how simple it is to make a 1:2 than to make a 1:4 risk to reward. Because if you think about it, you don't need like a big RRR, you just need a small R consistently, which is going to be actively generating for you, as long as you like know your strategy and you know how it plays out. Like for instance, looking at the chart, you can see that we got the bullish close after 1 2 3 4 bullish close, and then 4 pullback black candlestick on this gold 1 hour time frame, which as you can see, man. So you don't need much for you to hit a 1:2 risk to reward. All you need is for you to be consistently available and consistently following your strategy, and consistently aiming for a small risk to reward, but consistently aiming for big return in the end. Because at the end, a person who's aiming for 1:8 risk to reward will never get a 1:8 risk to reward each and every day. But a person who's aiming for 1:2 risk to reward will always get a 1:2 risk to reward each and every day, because it is a small risk to reward and it is very manageable to beginner traders. So let's get it. This is another setup. As you can see, we got a 1 2 3 and bullish close, which is a bullish candlestick. Small pullback though than the previous one, because the previous one is 4 candlestick, this one is 3 candlestick. Then after that we got a bullish close, and you know, after a bullish close which closes above a 21 SMA, it is a very high probability setup with a very big risk to reward. As you can see, a person who was consistently disciplined to take 1:2 was mad for this setup, because it went higher and higher and higher, and probably it generated 1:6 risk to reward because of the potential for the setup. You know, the setup had a potential to generate that much, because it is a very high probability setup, and you know, price always respect impulsive move, pullback, impulsive move, pullback. By the way, this is the gold chart, okay, 1 hour time frame. We're talking about risk to reward, we're talking about RRR, risk to reward ratio. You know, risk to reward, it works. Honestly, it works. Risk to reward, if it is done right by a person who's responsible for his business, he knows what he's doing, all that. But you just have to be consistent if you want this risk to reward thing to work for you. Because if you just want to hit jackpot all the time, you wanna like grow a small account and you just wanna quickly make big funds in a short period of time, it won't happen, bro. You can see risk 100 and aim for 2, which means 1 to 2, 100 for 2, 1,000 for 2,000, 2,000 for 4,000, 8,000 for 16. 1:2, 1:2. It's a very simple risk to reward, but it needs risk first. Okay, look at this chart. This is the gold chart, also 1 hour time frame. This pullback, it is very different from the previous one. As you can see, is 1 2 3 4 candlestick, and then we had a bullish close, and we had a inside bar force breakout, because the first time the market was going to shake people off. As you can see, the low, that candlestick I used to do my entry, is you can see my buy limit on that candlestick, which I use for my buy limit. It was going to take people out. Probably it retraced 995, probably 1,000 points. You know, 1,000 points for 2,000 points. Simple. 1,000 for 2,000. 1:2 risk to reward. This risk to reward is very highly profitable, and it needs a lot of consistency. Anybody new to the industry, make sure you check the link on my description, click the link on my description, and let's do this consistently until we start getting good setups, and we'll start feeling like we don't force anything, it just happened. That feeling you get when something just happened, it's a good feeling because you're not forcing anything, it just happened. You just opened your platform, execute, then after some hours, and then you just you exit, and then you come back and you find that you've made 1:2. A very simple risk withdrawal. I really advise and people to start aiming for less. Honestly, just aim for 1:2 risk withdrawal. There's no need for you to aim for 1:4 risk withdrawal, 1:6 risk withdrawal. You can, it's possible, it can be done. You can aim for 1:10 risk withdrawal, but you will never get a 1:10 risk withdrawal each and every day or each and every session. I'm talking about Asian session, London session, New York session. You just need a small risk to reward like 1:2, and to do the job. The rest you will see after. You can see 100 to 200, 1:2, 1:2, 1:2.